Pranams. We have amongst us a towering personality, CBI Director Sri Karthikeyan, a man of many talents, but one great personality that dwells within him. He's a wonderful person. We also have members of KPMG family. We also have today a very great opportunity of being with, but unfortunately I cannot spend more time, the health caregivers from Medicover, some of the key staff members who are here, our yoga students who are graduating today, and so many of us, my heartfelt pranams. While I'm recuperating from, I don't know what to call it, but it's a miserable feeling that I have, and I use this mask these days to filter dust, germs, bacteria. It's always there in the air. Healthy person can tolerate their presence. One with compromised health cannot. It's a protective measure. Why am I sharing this, such a mundane thing? We all know. The need to keep filters, not only for breath, but more importantly these days, towards what will let things in through our cognitive processes, our thinking apparatus, what we let in and percolate and allow it to sink in the depths of our hearts. Are we filtering them? We remain unconscious about everything. Even when I say a word to my beloved, I love you, what do you really mean by the word, I love you? Does it simply mean I want to take you to bed? Words are spoken without really understanding the implications of those words that triggers the feelings in the heart of a human being. We have lost the values of feelings, and we use words rampantly without understanding the implications. I hate you. Children these days tell their parents, I hate you so much. Do they really understand what they are saying? So unless and until we apply these filters to our minds and hearts, thinking apparatus, the cognitive mind, and the perceptive heart, heart's generally responds. But these days, the functions have changed. Hearts begins to react. There's a big difference between responses and reactions. Even these things, reactions and responses, which are outgoing, feelings that we perceive, thoughts that we receive and process, they remain without filters. What we eject out in the form of words, our reactions and responses, our body language, they are without filtration. There is no conscious effort unless you are in front of your boss. And there too sometimes you lose your head and snap out at your boss, and next thing you see is you're laid off. These are all consequences of unthinking mind. Mind and heart without filters. Meditation, the heartfulness way of practice is, if not for God, at least it is for human evolution. how we can manage our day-to-day affairs simply by meditating few minutes and fine-tuning our hearts and minds is very, very effective if done sincerely with an authentic feeling. Sincerity is required. When I say God, what sort of a feeling the word God evokes in your heart? What does it make you think in your mind? Do this exercise when you go back home, when you're about to go to sleep. Use this word God and how you feel in your heart when you recite the word God or O Allah, Parvardigar, Lord Christ, or oh, my beloved Krishna. Does it trigger any feeling in your heart when you recite this word? Or even simply remember these words? If they don't create any feelings or trigger any feelings in your heart, it is like saying, your beloved, I love you, without any meaning to it, without any feelings behind those words. And life will pass on empty, without the values. Even once in a lifetime, if you touch your heart, it's enough. Then it becomes the habit. What we require is one touch with the heart, one real good touch. And that is possible only through meditation. There is no other means, there are no other shortcuts, but that has to be correctly be followed, see. You may have the right process, wrong attitude will fail the whole exercise. Right process of marriage, wrong attitude with your spouse, life will suffer, entire life will go crazy. We have followed the protocol of rituals of marriage, but what about the rest? So attitude does matter a lot, and more so our relationship with our deeper self, with our own self. My words must match my feelings. That's why they say, mean what you say and say what you mean. It has great repercussions, if not towards others, more towards oneself.